filed past his body as they paid tribute to the legendary Ghanaian commentator, Mr. Joe Lartey, who lived for 96 years but had his life defined by only 3 words: over to you. Deputy Minister of Youth and Sports, Evans Opoku Bobie, who read the state's tribute, described him as a man who, in quotes, was not merely a commentator, but he was an institution in his own right. While Sports Writers Association of Ghana, an institution Joe Lartey served as its first president, said he leaves behind a legacy that has shaped the very fabric of sports journalism in Ghana and across Africa. That's it for the sports segment here on News 360. My name is Billy Shen. Up next, entertainment.
Entertainment news segment is powered by 3 Entertainment.
Well, good evening. Let's do some entertainment news updates here on News 360. My name is Noella Donko. Now, come Saturday, September 21, all roads lead to the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park as we settle the decade-long battle over who prepares the best jollof on the African continent. Bring the entire family and let's celebrate Ghana and Africa in the most unique way at this year's 3FM's Afro Connect. AJ Sapon, head of events at Media General, shares some insights on what to expect.
For the past 2 years, 3FM Afro Connect has captivated fun lovers, families and friends by showcasing the vibrant diversity of African cultures. Nkrumah Memorial Park this Saturday as we celebrate everything African at the 3rd edition of this exciting event. Speaking to 3ENT, head of events AJ Sapong shared some insight on new additions to an already thrilling lineup.
So we're really excited for Afro Connect 2024 because it's our 3rd edition, and for this year we have included an angle of business and trade to the usual camaraderie of having African nations together. We also want to have or foster business relationship between Ghanaians and other African countries. So
in addition to the cooking contest, attendees can look forward to various activities including painting, cultural displays and games designed to excite revelers.
About the 3FM Jollof Wars, our 3rd edition. Ghana hasn't as yet won it, but we're hoping this year the Lord will do it for us. So what we're expecting is the different African countries cooking their version of jollof. So beyond the average Ghanaian version we're used to, or the Nigerian version, how is it cooked in Mali? How is it cooked in Gabon, in Gambia, in Sierra Leone? Who are the reigning champions who have assured us that they're going to be keeping the cup? So
get ready for an unforgettable experience. The 3FM Afro Connect promises a fantastic opportunity for patrons to network and celebrate the rich tapestry of African music and culture.
We have a burgeoning population where we need to know each other. We need to connect more. We're more divided than united, and it's something that we need to change. And we can change that by first and foremost engaging with each other, learning about each other. And that is what Afro Connect hopes to do. We plan on creating an experience so much that every year the only thing you want to think about when it comes down to the month of September, or when you think Nkrumah Day, you think Afro Connect, so that we can look at a point where we can be able to export Afro Connect to different African countries where they will also want to learn about Ghana, where we'll be learning about other people on ground. So it's an opportunity for us to connect as a continent and realize that we are
Well, the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park is the only place to be tomorrow, September 21, for the 3FM Afro Connect. Now, we end on a rather sad note as acclaimed gospel musician Koda has been laid to rest. The gospel community, together with friends and loved ones, gathered in solemn unity to bid farewell to Kofi Owusu-Anto, known popularly as Koda. His burial service was held in Accra at the Kingsway International Christian Center, KICC Spintex, earlier today. Joe Metal, Neokai, Eugene Zuta, Sonny Badu, Nasi, Diana Hamilton and others were present to pay their final respects to the late singer. Koda left behind a wife and 2 children. But condolences going out to the family, and that's how we wrap up on the entertainment news segment here on News 360. But don't forget to stay tuned to TV3 this weekend, especially at 8 p.m. tonight for another episode of Just Us Tonight with Na Ashako. My name is Noella Donko. Do have a wonderful weekend.
This is News 360. Before we bring you some international news, let's take you through the ballot sheet for the presidential candidates for this year's elections in December 7th. At number 1 is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia for the NPP. At number 2, Daniel Augustus Lartey for the GCPP. Ekiadonko is at number 3 this year for the Ghana Freedom Party. And then Christian Kwabena Andrews is for the Ghana Union Movement. He is at number 4. At number 5, we have Kofi Akpaloo for the Liberal Party of Ghana. And then number 6, Mohamed Frimpong. Number 7, Nana Akosua Frimpoma. Number 8, John Dramani Mahama. Number 9, we have Hassan Abdullahi Ayariga. Number 10, independent candidate Kofi Kranting. Number 11, independent candidate George Chumberima. Number 12, independent candidate Nana Kwame Bediako. Number 13, Alan John Kojo Tremantin, independent candidates. Let's now bring you some international news.
The Lebanese government has requested an emergency meeting of the United National Security Council following the latest Israeli strike in Beirut, accusing Israel of carrying out acts akin to genocide on Lebanese soil. The Lebanese caretaker cabinet said in a statement posted on X that Friday's targeting of a populated residential area once again proves that the Israeli enemy has no regard for humanitarian, legal or moral considerations, but continues what resembles genocide. The death toll has risen to at least 12 from Israel's strike on southern Beirut, Lebanon's health ministry says. A further 66 people were injured, including 9 people in critical condition. At least 2 residential buildings collapsed in the Jamos area of the city's southern suburbs following an Israeli strike targeting a top Hezbollah commander. More than 70,000 people fighting in Russia's military have now died in Ukraine, according to data analyzed by the BBC. And for the first time, volunteers, civilians who joined the armed forces after the start of the war, now make up the highest number of people killed on the battlefield since Russia's full-scale invasion began in 2022.
And that's it for News 360 tonight. You can find more news on 3news.com. Thank you very much for joining us. My name is Aisha Yakubu Khalid.
And I am Parkway CSI. Bye-bye.